It is bracket season. And what does that mean for you? At least when it comes to taxes. Sorry, we can't talk about our fantasy football league. Sorry. I know you came here for that. We're actually talking about this new one. Rachel Pappy, she's the partner and vice president of Polston Tax Resolution and Accounting. There's actually plenty to learn. First off, let's break it down. Why did they come about? Is this going to make it easier? I'll let you start off. Just with wherever.
Not easier.
Really?
Not simpler. So we had 7 brackets before, and now we have 7 brackets. And those 7 brackets are reduced. So it'll be a tax cut probably across the board for everybody. The new brackets are 10, 12, 22, 24, 32, 34, and 37. That top bracket comes down substantially because people were paying 39.6 down to 37%.
Okay.
That's a big win already. So those brackets are reduced, and not only are they reduced, and sometimes we talk about taxes in terms of brackets and standard deductions, and people don't know what that means. The reason that those brackets are important is that the brackets have not only come down in the percentage you're going to pay on your income, but the amount in each income bracket has increased. So if 50,000 used to be at this bracket, it's now at this bracket.
Oh, I see. And so now I'm going to have to keep in mind what I'm going to be using for deductions, because sometimes not all my deductions are going to be really effective as far as moving me into brackets or keeping me or making or having more money, basically, right?
Right, exactly. So there's a lot of changes with deductions. It's not simpler, like I said. Child tax credit has been doubled, so that's a benefit for people with children. Things like state and local taxes has been eliminated. Property taxes, you can claim up to $10,000, which is a reduction of what you could claim before. If you're not itemizing and you're taking a standard deduction, then your standard deduction has increased. It's almost doubled. So if you're taking a standard deduction, you're going to see more money in your pocket or pay less in taxes.
It seems like this year is probably going to be a year where people are going to do some comparisons, where they're going to say, usually where they go, I always did the standard deductions, or I always itemized. This is probably going to be a year, because of these changes, where they're going to probably have to try both and see where they wind up looking better. Is that correct?
Absolutely. I would say tax accountants and tax lawyers like myself are big winners this year. I can't tell you the number of calls I've already had from people asking how they should structure themselves for 2018. And we're in 2018, so time is of the essence. You want to take advantage of some of these pass-through rates that have been opened up for business owners, professional services. A lot of entities can really take advantage of some of these lower rates. And then there's things like, do I look at married filing joint? Do I want to be, married filing separate? The AMT, which is the alternative minimum tax, the threshold has been increased, which what that means is people who make over a certain amount of money are required to pay a minimum tax. But that certain amount of money has been increased now. So that alternative minimum tax, you may look at, do I combine my income with my spouse? Because are we going to hit that alternative minimum tax threshold? Do we file separate? What's going to be the better option for us?
All right, there's other deductions. One of the biggest thing is medical. People claiming for their medical. How has that affected taxpayers?
Yeah, so it that kind of encompasses who some of the winners and losers are from this tax bill. So some of the winners are going to be definitely business owners, and really individual taxpayers are going to have their income tax bracket reduced. Across the board, almost everybody is going to see a cut in the taxes they pay. And then some of the losers, people who have high medical expenses, the threshold for the medical deduction or medical, what you can write off on your tax return and not have to pay taxes on it, has increased to 10% of your AGI. So what that means is if your adjusted gross income is $50,000, now you can only claim over $5,000, whatever's over $5,000 of medical expenses. So the first $5,000 you're going to have to pay taxes on, and then any expenses over that. And so that's been an increase. People used to be able to claim 7.5% over AGI, over their AGI.
You know, generally when we think about new laws that are going to affect or changes in the government, it's down the road. Everything that you're talking about right now is what we're talking about before April 15th this year?
Yes.
So this is all we're
right
seeing
now for 2018. So our brackets are changing. It depends on how quickly the business you work for is being able to implement some of these changes, but definitely by next month you'll see more money in your paycheck. One thing that some employees may see is that employer deduction for paid parking reimbursement has been eliminated, and so employers may stop paying for parking for their employees. So the small things like that, there's been a lot of deductions that have been eliminated. Some things changed to benefit people. So you'll see
Yeah,
changes
they were
immediately.
selling it like this is going to help out business owners, and hopefully that would trickle down. That was my understanding. At least, so it
Yes,
sounds like they did.
absolutely.
All right, Polston Tax Resolution and Accounting. They have 5 locations in Oklahoma City, Edmond, Norman, Tulsa, and Wichita. Give them a call at 405-801-2146. They also, by the way, assist clients nationwide. So if you have family or friends around the country, they can take care of them. There are several ways you can get in contact with Polston Tax Resolution and Accounting. Just look for them Polston Tax. Look for them on social media. Their website is polstontax.com.